And we are alive. Headly hoodle, my doodles. How are we doing today, my guys? Welcome back to Learning from Scratch. Sometimes it's empty. Yay. So we're all doing well today. I'm just gonna quickly whack that one over here. And video alert. There we go. So hope we're all doing well today. Let's get on cracking. Hello, Mr. Fitzpatrick. How are we doing today, my friend? So, we're gonna have to start LFS again because we've had if we look at the snapshots available on the virtual machine, we've got CMake, GDBM, new database manager. Oh, I might have to start again all the way anyway. I've got 8.37 GDBM. Okay, we are absolutely going to be running from that snapshot. Yes, we are absolutely running from that snapshot. Thank God. Bloody hell, that would have been hell. That would have been hell. Christ on a bike, that saved my ass. Hopefully this version of OBS I'm using is going to fix the issues that I have been having. BDBM, OBS, come here. I can't see any flickering for now, so let's just leave it. Okay, there's the flickering, that's what I expected. So, window capture. This one. Oh my God, it's actually going to let me do it. Yay for having two different versions of OBS installed, where one of them is Flatpak and one of them is not Flatpak. The non-Flatpak version of OBS works, but it does not have the integrated YouTube stream controls built into it. Oh well, it's working. Anyway, GDBM. Yes. How are we all doing? Merry Christmas, by the way. Happy New Year. Is this now the 31st of November? No. Danke für eine Netzsprache in Deutschland. Ich bin wenig Schätzekopf. Yes. What was I doing? Yes, just about that. So time make minus J30, not minus J, not minus 3J, 0 or minus J6. Time install. Yes, Merry New Year. Yes, words. Leave directory, remove the directory, GDBM. I am alive, just, as you can tell, I don't sound the greatest, and no I don't, because I have, COVID. It's not fun. So I'll have an XVF GPerf, DD GPerf. I'm alive, I'm breathing, and if I... Oh yeah, that's right, because it still thinks it's September 9th, and not December the 31st. Wow, it really has been that long since we used this snapshot, Jesus Christ. Settings, yeah, how about we fix the date and time? That would be ideal. Okay, so it's not going to do that, so let's do it for it. And so AEDT, and it is what is it? It's 8:05. So 8:05 on 31st December. Please give me accurate. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Just 9th of September to the. No, it was December 31st, isn't it? I thought. Stop being stupid. December 31st. Thank you. Thank you. Right. GPerf. We're inside GPerf. The easiest part of LFS is it's just the clicky copy pasty we get here. We're not doing that. Time to install. Yeah, just hope we'll do wonderful today. I hope you all have wonderful Christmases. And a fun little thing, I'm not sure if how many people have noticed, but the start of the new year starts on a Monday. So that's a brilliant start to the year. Have an RF, GPerf. Yes, we have to start the new year on a Monday. What fun. tar-xpf expat. Expat. I don't know how far down the list I got with this. But we could be here for a while, so fun. So what I do have is I have a small bottle of drink, non-alcoholic. 30. So I can just turn around and quickly open it up. It's just a little bottle of Coke I had left over from last night. I will say Australian Coke tastes different. And this is correct. It is 8 AM on December 31st here because I am GMT plus 11, EST plus 16. So it's time make install, time make install. I do not want the documentations. Thanks. Leave a directory, remove the directory tar-xvf. I'm gonna silence this bloody virtual machine. Is it internationalization utils? No, that's INET utils, not internationalization, because internationalization is INT, not INET. Also, I turned off the sound on this bloody virtual machine. Why do you keep turning it on every single bloody time? That gets annoying quickly. And yes, I really haven't done it that many times. I can tell the difference between interface utils and internationalization utils. INT or INET. Oh my god. Yeah, that's it. That definitely says something about me. I'm not sure what it says. I've done it enough times to know that INET and INET are two different things. And oh my god, that's fun. I'm just getting a little something to snack on because I need to eat preferably today. Because I have not been feeling the greatest, as I'm sure you can hear in my voice. Do you know the Muffin Man? Okay, so what did I just do? I just did the config, which means time make my shit 30. Install and then replication. Make install replication. Use the directory, remove the directory, rm, I need utils. rm-rm, yes, because that's how removing things works. You tell things to remove them with the removal. Yes. Oh, I can XPF less. CD less. Did I actually put that in the right place? I hope I did. Yes, I did. Okay, that's good. Right, let's have a quick look-see-loo here. Where are we with less 8.41? Where is less? Oh, we could be here for the rest of the stream. Or not, depending on how we manage to get it down. So, the reason why we're just backtracking on everything we've done with Linux from scratch is because I don't know what's going wrong. I really don't. We've been having issues left, right, and center with Xorg for some reason unbeknownst to me and everyone else who's looked at it. because for some reason telling it to make Xorg does not indeed make Xorg. And for some reason, not Xorg, zinc underscore dri.so, which is the exact file that I needed to be able to get Xorg to work, was not actually being compiled. For some reason unbeknownst to me and literally everyone, zinc underscore dri.so was just not working. Was just not compiling. Even though I had literally everything there, and the amount of times I had to go through page after, well, choices after choices after choices, and recommended packages that were not actually recommended, they were mandatory, and optional packages that were actually recommended. Linux from scratch, you will need to update your book. I might actually make edit suggestions for this. But hey, YouTube chat, are you working? Okay, you are. Good, just making sure. No, the amount of absolute horseplay was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So unfortunately, we are starting this again, hopefully with going from a practically clean slate, because what I'm going to do is I'm absolutely going to be installing, well, making a clean snapshot. I'm going to be getting rid of the other ones and just going clean snapshot saying, hey, do not under any circumstances mess with this, otherwise you'll cry. Because if I mess with something that works, I'm going to cry. Because the amount of time I've already... Like I said, this virtual machine was initially started on the 9th of September. It is now not the 9th of September anymore. It is very much the end of the year. So the last thing I want to do is mess up all of the effort that I put in making this virtual machine. If I had the ability to run bare metal and capture it, but I capture kind of would. Hello Peter, how are we doing, my friend? We're not as bad off as we thought. Yeah. It's not even midnight, mate. What, 10 p.m? You should get chili pesto just so I know the other Nick. Tar Hypernex we have. So remove the directory. I'm having a dumb. Please bear with me, thank you. Okay, so tar -x we have XML parser cd XML. Ooh, hot spicy sprinkles, yes. Hot and spicy sprinkles, would you like some? I swear I speak English, I promise. I have a grip on the English language that is fully coherent, I promise. Quick install. So yeah, that is the goal. Once I have got this to the level of booting, we are going to make a clean snapshot, and it's going to be entitled "Do Not Touch This Unless Emergency." It does sound nice. Okay, so tar-xvf internationalization tool. INTORL INTEL DDINTL Where are we now? We are down to INTL. We're getting through the list, that's alright. Yes, that is the plan. I'm going to make a virtual machine that says do not, or I'm going to make a snapshot that says do not touch. Break glass in case of emergency. And behind it, it should just have a bottle of vodka. And a note that says good luck. I find that funny. Whoopsies. Yes, I'm going to do that. I make my list, so I make oh, trust me. That's the plan, Peter. I'm not going through this again. Unless I update this to version 13. And I do SystemD next. Which time I do next, actually. Like, I've done SystemD. I want to do SystemV next. Right, leave the directory, remove the directory NTL. -xvf, also conf. But yeah, I'll have to try doing. I'll have to try doing SystemV next, just as a comparison, because there are functional differences between the setup of two of them, as well as the fact that when it comes to running and killing things is significantly different, and that messed me up massively when I tried to start and kill programs where doing SystemD status SystemD status network manager just does not give me anything, because it goes, what's SystemD? When using SystemD, it's funny. Install. Sorry about that. Yes, the fun of having COVID. Remove rm-rf autocon. I install it. Make, there we go. CD auto make. Yeah, that'll be the plan once I finally got a working Linux from scratch operating system with a proper desktop environment. We are going to do what the plan is. The first thing we're going to do is we're just going to run straight for frame buffer driver. I'm not spending time messing around with that bloody frame buffer driver. Because anyone who's watched in the past or has done Linux from scratch before, they will know that you need a frame buffer driver, at least a basic one. If it will open SSL, because that basic frame buffer driver takes you from like a 300 by 400 to a 1024 by 768. Your viewing area just increases massively. You go from the mid 80s to the early 2000s, basically. Of viewing space, and actual usability is kind of important when you're trying to fix things like, why is this error being thrown time and again? Oh, it's because I forgot. I accidentally managed to hit the 3 on my numpad when I hit enter on the numpad. I have a bad habit of, well, I have a habit, I wouldn't call it bad, I'm just going to call it a habit of, whenever I'm hitting something, hitting enter, I won't move my hand off the mouse, I just smack the enter key on my numpad. And in doing so, on occasion, I may accidentally add a +63 full stop 0 at the same time I'm also hitting enter. So I've accidentally caused errors because I have been hitting the numpad enter with my thumb. That's also one of the reasons why I cannot live without my numpad, because I like the ability to just be able to hit enter with my thumb. He's like, yeah, no, I probably could buy one of the Corsair mouse with the 24 billion buttons on it. 24 billion buttons and 19 trillion layers. But I like my G502, and I like how close my thumb is to my enter button. So what I have works. Thank you. Okay, that was the last thing to run, so paste, enter. Okay, so an interesting thing that I absolutely love about Linux from scratch guidelines. They make note of what like software people do. So for instance, OpenSSL subscribes to the numbering format of major, minor, patch. So major number, minor number, patch, which also zinc_dri.so subscribes to major, minor, patch. But Xorg will not run if zinc_dri.so is 2 patch versions out. Please. I only know this because the amount of time I spent absolutely messing around with it just for it to not work. I'm sure we all remember the hell from that. rm-rf OpenSSL. Yes, we remember the hours of torture trying to get it working, and it just wasn't working. Also, hello, Pastor Cooking. I am Nick. I am the internet Linux man with COVID at the minute. Kmod enter. Because here's something that I'm gonna absolutely just laugh at hilariously. If I manage to do this successfully on first attempt with COVID, then either I just need to be sick to be able to do better, or I've done this so many times that I need to stop. rm-rkmod. I'll have an xvf elf utils because I need libelf. But yes, I'm gonna laugh, I'll be honest with you. That would be rather funny. I am so very grateful for this CPU being very much the fast and the powerful, because it's absolutely just saving my ass. I tell you what, we should probably check the heat output on it, considering it is Australian weather. The last time we were looking at CPU output, CPU temperature, it was the UK. So, near fetch. Let's have a look. According to my CPU, it is reporting a temperature of 62.3 degrees. Which is not bad considering it's getting absolutely hammered. Okay. It's not bad considering I'm absolutely hammering the hell out of it. Leave the directory, remove the directory, tar the next directory, libffi, the libffi. I think I'm going to do, well, I think I'm going to manage my file system a bit better this time around as well when it comes to versioning. just because the amount of bloody files I have literally everywhere. It was just not making things easy. I was just leaving directories open with compiled software that had been installed, but it was not moved. It was just the only folder I'm going to leave untouched once it's been extracted is going to be the Linux kernel file, the folder, because that's got everything I'm going to need. I'll have an XVF Python, because it's one of these weird ones that requires you to use a capital P. Thanks, Python. You have to be special, don't you? Python has to be special. Yes, if you, like, there's only like a handful. There's only like 5 packages that absolutely insist, and I mean insist, on using capitalization for their file name, or for the folder name. Well, yeah, file name. It's an archive, so at the minute it's just a file name. But I don't bloody know why. It's not recommended to run the tests. Good, I don't plan on running the tests anyway. But yeah, there are some that will absolutely just hang. Oh, that says there, it's just hang. But some of them are absolutely insistent on being all nitty-picky with the way that they do things, and yeah. That's just strange. I don't know why. Oh yeah, and that's right. Python has inbuilt tests that run anyway. When you tell it to make, such as that one. I don't know why. Python always does take a little bit of time because of that. But that's why we do time make minus -j. The numbers after the J indicate the amount of cores you want to throw at it. Because this virtual machine has a capability of up to 30 cores, I throw all 30 cores at it, because if we go back to September the 6th, and a bit further back than that, some of you may remember I had a CPU that was from 2016. It actually sits to my right. I don't need to add the swap drive in until I'm actually doing compiling on the actual system. I don't need to add my 100 gigabyte swap drive this time around. Not yet, anyway. Although mentioning that, I think the drive might actually still be there. It's just not hooked up to the virtual machine. Hey, whilst Python does this, let's give it a check, see if it is still here. There's 50 gig. Oh, it's not here anymore. Oh, that was that was a funny time. The only way to be able to compile software is just by chucking in 100 gig swap space, and it uses at least 15% of it on top of the 4 gig of inbuilt. That was hilarious. I loved that. I mean, we all did. It was stupid. It was stupid and shouldn't have worked, but it did. It's like I'm running out of. Have you tried more dedicated RAM? Just an extra gigabyte of RAM will do. It's funny because it didn't work. It's like, that's the thing. It shouldn't have worked, but it did. There's no reason for it. Actually, yeah, for Python, I will install documentation just in case. It's like, it shouldn't have worked. It really shouldn't have, but it did, and no one knows why. Because I could have chucked more RAM at it, and it still wouldn't have been enough. So I really did need to use the extra swap space. And then it's like, okay, compile, done. The amount of errors, the amount of times that it failed and I had no idea why, and then we just installed HTOP, looked at it and went, I'm running out of RAM. I unfortunately cannot download more RAM. That's not how that works this time around. -XVF, Phil core. Downloading more RAM this time around isn't going to do anything. Because I'm going to run out of more RAM before I need more RAM. I'm still going to install HTOP because it looks nice, but that's going to be for a bit further down the line. I mean, true, if I'm capable of opening another terminal, it's just top instead of HTOP. It's just HTOP looks nicer. It gives me a bit more customization options, so it's really a preference instead of a need. Perfect core. Sure, it's a good point. -XVF. XVF. Wheel. Would you like a wheel with that? It's really nice. I'm here all week. Oh, Peter, guess what the first video 2023 is going to be? That's one. Oh no. Oh God, help me. It's not 2023 anymore. It is. But still. Oh yeah, I'll just send you a message, but yeah, Ninja 1.1.1.1. 1111. That's what that is. What I just done, I've just installed it. I'm done. Leave directory, remove directory. The next one. Hello, it is Ninja. I want to be Ninja. My voice is killing me now. Yes, I will be exporting Ninja jobs because if I don't, I'm going to be absolutely stuck. We updated this last time around to 30 and it absolutely saved our asses with everything we did since. And we're going to keep it like that. Go get your Italian wet spaghetti. Go find the consumable Italian. Yay. CCX. CXX. There we go. Done. Oh, I just need to pull another wine coming up. There we go. So. The bootstrapping, that's done. We're not going to run the tests because, frankly, I'm a bit tired of running the tests continually. Leave the directory, remove the directory. Moving on to Mason, which is another one of these custom things. Mason. Right. But Mason also has another custom job thing. It uses pip3, which we have given it. Also uses shared ZSH. It's another weird one, but there we go. I probably will be installing ZSH on this system this time around as well. Now that I figured out what the issue I had with my ZSH config was, it was the fact that I wasn't using Unicode. I wasn't using UTF-8, I was using the ISO standard. The second I switched over the language to ISO, or from ISO to UTF-8, my config, which I was given by Peter, actually started working. It's like you can actually see some like the text examples. And the way that the terminal wasn't absolutely just bludgeoned. It actually looked proper instead of just question mark everywhere in blue. He's like, hi, would you like a blue question mark? No, I would not like a blue question mark. Like, yes, I would very much not like blue question mark. Realistically, it's the second it's in UTF-8, everything works fine. It's just the fact it wasn't in UTF-8. It does not like ISO 8859-1, which is the Western European English language variant on the English language variant keyboard. Time, force, time, make my shit. Oh, I'm doing it again. It's frankly annoying, but there we go. Okay, so make test suite ready for the first run. We're not running the test suite. We're not running the test suite, and it's moved down to install, right? Yeah, so time make install. Not running that bloody test suite, no thank you. I'm also not manually typing all that out. That can ride your donkey. Oh, that's so interesting that happened this week. The guy who created the Glock Firearms Company and Horse Insemination Company, yes. The Glock Firearms Company also has a horse insemination division. So they make things that shoot things into other things. Whether it's life or death. It's your choice. Would you like life? Okay, we'll inseminate your horses. Would you like death? Okay, here's a gun. Yeah, the guy who created Glock, his name is Gaston Glock. He passed away this week. At what, 93? But yes, any of you know any sort of Disney song, no one inseminates horses like Gaston. Yeah, just chuck Gaston in there and just what Glock does. But yeah, there you go. Live with that knowledge. I had to, so now you have to as well. That is most certainly a strange one. Yes. Glock. They take life or make life. It is entirely up to the user. Preferably, they need a horse for the make life. Because I don't think they're inseminating anything else but horses at the moment. I really don't know why he also did horse insemination. That is a bit weird. That is actually good. So for some of my online timekeeping, I use a website called time.is. Just to keep a track on things. As has been inhaled. Congratulations, you are now part Italian. I use a website called time.is for like my web stuff, like tracking of internet. No, not tracking of internet, tracking of time. And I opened it up to track time here and realized it still has the time set for the United Kingdom on it because I saved it as my preference. And now what's funny is I didn't realize that until just now when I looked up and saw the tab that says time is 21:39. No, it's 08:39. Thanks. That's off by a minute. Yeah, CD / F diffutors, but it's actually rather useful because it means I'm going to be on time every time for this, unless I accidentally switch operating systems. I should really make a little tool that goes from the amount of times I have tried to extract a web link because I've typed it out wrong is hilarious. It's just been horrendously bad. And I find that hilarity. Sometimes just it's like, ah yes, tar-xvf www.raw.github.user content.com/nickmatthews-1/test/main/update. No, don't, I would like to download it, not extract it, but configure. There we go. Yeah, simple mistake. Simple mistakes like, oh my god, here we go. Yeah, simple mistakes like that become a small frequency to the point where it becomes a running joke. So just don't make, we are not running the tests because no thanks. Anything else? Sim linking, yes, and then go from here. So I figured out what some of my stuttering issues were that I was having with some of the games I've been playing. I'm not sure if this will like tick over to Linux as well, but I've been having the same issues with both Linux and Windows, and it's not a hardware issue. I was playing a game, and I would just have like massive lag every 10 seconds, maybe for about 2 or 3 seconds, and then fine and lag, find the lag, find the lag, find the lag. And it's the second I capped it. It's the second I enabled frame limit cap. That lagging disappeared. It just gone. No more lag. So I was able to play the game at full quality. And I will say, it was mildly, putting it politely, mildly annoying that to be able to, like, I don't mind capping it up to 60, down to 60 FPS, because it's not. Hello, bypassing nuts. How you doing, my friend? Who would be buying the nuts you passing by? Hey. But to be able to fix the issues I was having with games, it's just the fact that I had to frame limit cap is just a strange fix that worked surprisingly well. But then again, it's me, and things that don't work are working. I am alive and somewhat breathing. COVID is a horrible, horrible mistress. Okay, so we need to drop in the paper size of A4 instead of letterhead, because letter is Americanisms, and I'm not American. I am English in Australia. Huh. Well, actually, that's pretty cool. Luckily for me, I'm in a virtual machine, because I can show you why. Here are 4 different versions of the same virtual machine. This one doesn't work, this one doesn't work, this one doesn't work. This is the only one that worked. You want to know why this is the only one that worked? Is because it goes all the way back to September of this year. And it's because I've not touched it since September that it's the reason why it works. That the snapshopping on the virtual machine has saved me so many times. I really break everything I touch. For some reason, zinc_dri.so does not. I've already made it. Zinc_sri. Zinc_r. Zinc_dri.so of xorg does not compile. To be able to proceed forward with xorg, you need zinc_ri.so. But it doesn't compile with xorg when you compile xorg. So we are starting again with a clean install, and I'm getting rid of the other snapshots, and then just snapshotting, cloning, and the snapshot's going to be called "Do Not Touch," break in case of emergency, or break class in case of emergency. Grub. Yeah, that's going to be one of these. Please do not touch in case of stupidity. I really should have like a little like container on my desk that specifically says do not open in case unless emergency, and it should just have like a little bottle of Fireball and the note that says good luck. It's funny because the Fireball is dangerously nice, and also it's named Fireball. Do not open unless breakage. Yes. Do not open in case of only open in case of emergency. Good luck to you, mate. I also need to do the same thing at some point myself as well. You know, asking for help would be nice. I'm coming up with the new joke series on how to I did that already, did not hear. Did I patch? I did, good. Right, big install, yep. I just had a moment there of yeah. Yeah, see, that's the thing. If their iGPU trust me, the Windows XP ones will be fine. They'll function, but that's about it. If you can't find iGPU drivers, it usually means that the manufacturer of your iGPU has not made them available, which means they're telling you to go take a very long walk off an extremely short pier. That's what they're telling you to do. Oh, XVF. There we go. Jesus wept. Oh yeah, Intel's telling you to go fuck yourself then. That's what that is. If you're still around here for the time it comes for me to actually... Oh yeah, you will be. Because we're not that far away from making Linux. For actually going into the kernel menu. I'll actually show you what it looks like on the inside. Because there are funny things you see when you're messing around with the Linux kernel, such as the fact there is a networking standard called Batman. I kid you not, it is spelt Batman. And I found that hilarious when I saw that the first time, and so did everyone else who saw it. It's like, what? Exactly. It's just Batman, but with dots in between every word. tar-xvf IP root. Let's see the IP root. But I just found that hilarious. Copy paste, bada bing. Yeah, it's entirely possible that Intel's telling you to go take an extremely long walk a very short pier. As politely as they can, because Intel. We do not like Intel on this house. I am a AMD user because I'm currently running a Ryzen 9 5950X at its peak, which is very nice. Okay, good. No, done that. It runs S binder. Well, here's the thing. Whatever works for you, works for you. That's the main thing. What I have absolutely works for me because I absolutely kick the hell out of my CPU. And as we know, I am unfortunately used to sitting and waiting for literal days waiting for Linux from scratch to build because of my processor. Bada bing. And what we also learned from the other day, well, from last Saturday just gone. Yeah, Saturday just gone. Hang on, what's the CPU set in my hand right now? Oop, back on microphone. That is a Ryzen 5 3600X, and so that one must be my Ryzen 5 2400G. Configure prefix. Yeah, okay, so time make 130, time make install. I love how I can do that. We will go with documentation because keyboard. Leave the directory, remove the directory. The next directory is just going to be lib pipeline. Oh, I'm so glad there's only one lib at the minute. Because whenever it comes to building Linux from scratch, you will have to be constantly downloading packages that have the name of lib, well, starting with lib. So you will spend an age trying to make sure you are downloading the right one, you are extracting the right one. Oh, Xeon E5 2650 V2. Oh, nice. Mine was a DL360 G6, a G8. No, it's DL380 G6. It was two X5650s. It was glorious having it. And it's not turned on anymore, but I know exactly where it is. Time of install. And the reason why I just clicked back and forth a little bit, it's just I wanted to make sure because my brain, no brain at the minute. And I just hold it to make twice, that's why. Yes. Lib pipeline tar-xvf make. Yes, hi. I wish to make the make executable with make using make. Thank you. See, this is one of these funnily named ones because it's literally just called make, and you need to use make to make. Make. Yes, you use making. You make making. You make. Ugh. My brain. Oh, I'm too sick for this. Oh well. What did you manage to do, Peter? IP conflict. Conflig. You've created an IP conflict. Yes, much makes sense. Many I do the word brain. Thank you. Thank you kindly. QuickSync. It might be that QuickSync was not supported that long ago. Well, was not supported back then. It could be that. Thinking about it. It's entirely possible it could be that. No, we're not running the test. Yeah, trust me, this isn't. Tell you what I can do, because YouTube's screaming at me to actually upgrade the bitrate. YouTube Studio's going, please upgrade the bitrate. So I've just upgraded it from 2500 to 4500. Oh, Peter. You did an oopsie. We'll find out if upgrading the bitrate by 2000 megabytes per second, megabytes per second? That would be an interesting bitrate. 2000 kilobits per second helps. tar-xvs patch. DB patch. We're not that far away from being done with the main compilation-y part now. Which is always nice, but I will absolutely be making a patch, not a patch, a snapshot of the completed chapter 8. Oh lord. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 11 more packages. We can live with that. What did I just do? I just configured. Time make monstrosity. Time making install. Leave the directory. Remove the directory. Tar the next directory. I wish to tar the tar directory using tar. Like that. I like the fact that I can just do that. It's funny. It's just, I wish to tar the tar directory using the tar functionality that I already have on a pre-built system with tar. If you've ever seen the picture of the shipping ships. Yes. Shipping ships. There we go. Hello, Austin Dixon, how are we doing? And hello, new CPPS Fan 23, how are we doing? It's not a new, it's not a new build. It's the same one. This snapshot was made back in September. It's the same one. I am alive, well, alive and somewhat breathing. I am doing as best, yeah, I know. I'm doing as good as I can with COVID. I made my shit up. Oh, keep making that mistake. Yeah, I'm doing as best as I can with COVID. COVID is fun. I'm running out of things to drink. It is when it works. Trust me, when it works, it's spectacular. But as people here who have watched, I know, it doesn't always go to plan. Yeah, people who are long-time viewers, such as Mr. Dixon here, he knows not everything goes to plan. Peter here knows that not everything goes to plan. The fact that this form of the virtual machine has existed since September, because it's the last time it was functional. I don't understand it either. I'm just using what I use. That's pretty much it. Well, this is true. Nothing ever goes to plan with me. Yeah, plans don't survive first contact with the enemy, and then I am the enemy. Plans never survive first contact. I am the enemy. Yes, I am the enemy. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's done. Nah. Yeah, we haven't come across the need for having to do brain catch up. Yeah, we haven't come across the point where I need to do a 100 gig swap space. Yeah, it will happen. It absolutely will happen. But we haven't come across that one yet. And once we've come across that one, we're going to know what it is because we then have to make a 100 gig swap space. So I was compiling something and it just kept running out of RAM. Well, it just kept crashing every single time for no reason at all. It just kept dying and hanging and crashing and just didn't want to know. So I had installed HTOP for a video here on YouTube, and I decided, to find it, see what it was doing, and then it turns out the virtual machine was running out of the 16 gigs of RAM and the 4 gigs of the 4 gigs of swap space. So I gave it a 100 gig disk of swap space just for the joke. It used about 21 gigs of it, if I remember correctly. I don't even know how. We did that. We've done the make. But yeah, it just decided to. I would go back to stable, Peter. I would recommend go back to stable. That way you don't end up doing me. You don't end up becoming a me. So I would go back to. Yes, much makes sense, Minnie. I do the word K. Thank. We don't need to do anything else for more Zim. Yes, more Zim. Yes, more Vim. There we go. RM -rf vim tar -xdf markup safe. Oh, this is one of these ones that need it. You can tell how many times I've done this because every single package is capitalized. But I know for a fact that markup safe is one of these weird ones that the source is capitalized, and if you don't capitalize it, it's not gonna work. Yeah. Yeah, I clearly that one. Well, yeah, I've done it that many times. I just know that now. It's horrible. The reason why I'm using Ubuntu as the build is because it works. I've used Ubuntu as the base for building every single Linux from scratch system I've been doing. Hello, Kate. How you doing, darling? This is distro. It's just I'm using a live version of Ubuntu. I could use a live version of any any Linux operating system. I just happen to know that this one has everything I need because it's got all the tools I need to run. Yeah, I don't blame you, darling. How are you feeling today? I'm guessing you're not going to work tomorrow, are you? rm-rf ginger tar-xvf systemd 254 cd systemd 254. Yeah, I use Ubuntu 20.04.3 because I know it works. It's got all the tools, so yeah, I would be surprised as well, darling. Considering how not good the condition you are in. Yeah, I have this, we came up, yep. We as a community came up with a name for any Linux operating system that I make. And it's funny because any Linux operating system I make has to be called kernel panic from scratch. Because the first one that I actually did on the stream, it threw a kernel panic and it kept throwing kernel panics. So it became kernel panic from scratch. Why am I trying to type out panic? So it became kernel panic from scratch. And from that point onwards, it'll always be called kernel panic from scratch. And we love that here. Watch, this is going to throw a kernel panic, isn't it? Once we finally get there. I am going to cry if it does that. Dbus. CD dbus. Knowing me, it's probably going to throw a kernel panic. Can I run a poll? Oh, I can. Oh, yeah, right, so... Right, once it actually catches up... There we go. Anyway, enjoy the poll. I'm gonna let that be there until it comes time to boot. So dbus. So yeah, drop in. Knowing me, it probably will, but it's just what I thought I'll ask all of you and get your opinion on it, because kernel panic from scratch is a community choice in name, and it's funny. I find that really funny. Make check, no time make install. Linking in, leave the directory, remove the directory. The next one, mandb, cd mandb. Okay, we should be. Yeah, we are 3 away because it's pro CPS util and E2FS progs. Yeah, I know where I am now. Okay. We're getting towards the end, which is good. This is just languagey stuff. Going, hey, manual pages not in the list are not supported. So, unfortunately, French is supported. Oh no. What's funny is you can have a part of your body that lets you speak French surgically removed. Your uvula, or the thing in the back of your throat, you need that to pronounce French R's. Meaning, you have that removed, you can have the French surgically removed. Because why would you not want the French surgically removed from you? Anyway, we did that. Make install, bada bing. Yes, have the French surgically removed. Leave directory, remove the directory. The next one, so hyphen-xvf pro CPS, cd pro CPS. CPS NG. Okay, we're about 3 from the end now, which is good for chapter 8. Then we will then make the mandatory of back up the virtual machine. I make my 30, because if I don't, I will absolutely cry. Time make install. Yeah. Time make install. Leave the directory. Remove the directory. Tile the next one util. Good. Util Linux. And we're finally coming upon the final two. This is the second from the end on chapter 8. Thank God. Praise Tux. It's got 7 votes so far. Well, we'll find out when it comes time, and then I will compare the results to the actual compared to the vote. I reckon this could be fun. Yes, compilation, large one. I make -JT. I like being able to do that. I make install without the extra semicolon. Leave the directory, remove the directory, onto the final one, tar-xvfe2fsprogs. Thank God. e2fsprogs. There we go. Good. Next. Make directory build cd build. Grab this, bada bing. Time make -330. Yep. Yes, there we go. Oh, yes. There's a few things that you missed. For example, brain catch up, Austin. I don't know if you're still here or not. I'll just tell it all. Tell it for everyone because it's hilarious. So last time around, I was streaming this. So last week, it'd been the first time I'd streamed it since I had moved to Australia. So I was trying to use an Aussie keyboard for here on a virtual machine that is set up to not accept an Aussie keyboard. It was still using the key mapping for the UK. So for example, when I had to hit backslash, I was wanting to go the key to right of the left shift, which is that here, and not that. So I spent about 45 minutes trying to figure it all out, and then realized the V console mapping was actually set to the UK still. Because, yay. Right, okay. What we're now going to do, we're going to go here, here. Create new virtual machine. Working from September. Do not break this, you absolute lemon. Oh yeah, that's right. It can't have spaces because yes. Do not break this, you lemon. Yeah, I was having issues, and it just turns out that I was changing everything else fine. I changed like the system mapping and the system language to UTF-8 English, but because the V console config was set to engb.iso8.iso-8859-1, it wasn't working. I couldn't use the keyboard properly. So my backslash was actually Z. My 2 was not the @ symbol, it was quotation mark, and nothing was working. There we go. Right. And there we go. And now I'm being a lemon. Okay, time to strip the system down. This is just removing things. It is okay. We are absolutely expecting a load of errors. That's because they're archives. That's fine. These are archives. Anything that says file format not recognized, we are expecting that. That is an expected outcome. Yeah, clean up leftovers. Don't mind if I eat them. Thank you. Built-in tester user can go away and then remove that. Good. Okay, so system config. Let's remember not to make the same mistakes we made before. Oh god. Right. Okay. Network interface config. If you will not use SystemD network for network configuration, for example. Okay, we're just going to go with networked D. For most systems, there's only one network interface for each type of connection for ETH, Wi-Fi, or WLAN. If you prefer to use classic or customized interface names, there are ways to alternate that. Create manual naming scheme. We're just going to mask the UDEV link file policy. We are not going to mess around with that at all. We're just going to go with DHCP because it makes my life so much easier. It just makes life so much easier. It really does. We're going with that. I'm not touching on the resolved.conf. Right. For hostname, it's just going to be LFS. It's literally just hi, LFS, please. Yeah, we're just leaving this alone. We're not going to be touching it. We're not going to touch resolve.conf because we don't want a static one. The host file, we'll leave that alone. It's just going to be actually if I open up Sublime, is my setting up stuff here? I don't think it is it? No, it doesn't appear that my stuff's here. Oh, bother. No, it's not. Right, well, I'm going to have to wing it. So, for this, we're just going to do this, and then... because we don't have an FQDN, it's literally just going to be localhost. And that's it. That's it. That'll do. Because we don't have a FQDN. Right, this is just explaining device handling, so we can ignore that. Managing devices, this is for an example, Video for Linux, although Video for Linux 2 is the more up-to-date one, even though I will say Video for Linux does work rather well. Doing this I know is going to cause an issue, that's fine, we are expecting that. System clock, nice, right, okay, so system time dated reads depending on the contents of the file. If you set UTC or local, if you set create the adjust time file with following contents if your hybrid clock sets a local time, which it is. Done. Issue that one. Yeah, because it's not going to work until PID1 is activated. There's no point in touching this. Yeah, it's not going to work until PID1 is launched. Right, Linux console. So so it's just going to be UTF-8. System's not being booted as yet. See, this is going to throw out because there's no PID1, which was expected. So if what I will do is I will open okay, yeah, no, I can't do that here. That's actually going to butcher mine. I was going to change it on my own system, realized no, that's going to butcher it. So we can't change that. What I can do is I can do cat such as the console conf. cd etc. Okay, so I don't have a console. Right. Anyway, I was just looking at my own system to confer with this. So, what I do need to do is change a few things around. So, for example, German keyboard is given as below. We do not want ich bin ein Berliner. We do not want German. So what I will have to do now is actually come here, drop this in. Key map is going to be I'm gonna have to remember how to do this now, aren't I? Here I am. So drop, change the key map. The font is correct. Key map is going to be ENAU. Yeah. I'll find out if I'm wrong. Right. Where is EN? That's GDGA, ES, España, ENAU, which encompasses both UTF-8 and ISO 88591. Good. That's what we want. So what I want to do is just do LC underscore all equals ENAU locale car map 59-1. There we go. And if we do LC all equals ENAU locale language GUAGE, hope I could spell Australian English, int symbol correct, and then just for little funsies, prefix 61, and then that's everything we're going to need for that one. So move on. So this is working because we don't have an error thrown at us. So on the proper locale settings, once they've been determined, create the etc locale. So we're just going to copy this and drop it in. So pop. So language is going to be en underscore au dot utf8. Because I am not doing this any other way. No, I'm not using anything else. You can also specify other languages. No. Right, so input RC file. This is the basic console. It's just a copy paste console command. So you can use consoles, bin and bash, or for the sh shell and the born again shell. So that's for later. Disabling screen clearing at boot time. We're going to leave that alone. temp/tmp is created. We're going to leave that alone. Automatic file creation and deletion. We're going to leave that alone as well. Parameters need to be override by creating a directory. We're going to leave that one alone as well because it's literally just referencing something that doesn't exist, or foobar. Although it's full, yep. It is. It nearly is done, Ben. Nearly done. Working with core dumps. We're not going to mess around with that either. So, making LFS bootable. Getting there. Does everyone remember the hell of the FS tab file? I sure do. BLK ID. Hang on. Right. Block ID. VDA 1, 3, and 2. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my Sublime Text. VDA 1 is boot. The UUID for this is this. And that is VDA 1 of boot. Okay. VDA 2 is rootfs. It is this. Copy. It is root. VDA 3 is this. Paste. I accidentally copied the same one twice. I copied VDA. I copied VDA 3 twice. VDA 2. What? VDA 1 twice. Please excuse my brain. Done. Okay. Minimize. Okay. So what I'm going to do is do this vim / etc / fs tab. Okay, so that is the root. Dev VDA 3 is swap. Root is, well, slash is the home, which is going to be 2. VDA 2. I'm just getting the UUID just as a safety. So insert VDA 2. Swap is going to be VDA 3. This is going to be ext2, ext4 even, ext4. Done. Okay. Right. Remember the amount of issues that we didn't have after we messed around with this. So here comes the interesting time. So cd lfs sources tar-xvf linux .tar.xz cd linux. This one takes a while because the fact is it's got to extract the entire Linux kernel. Done. So make Mr. Proper. Now what to do is make menu config. What I also need to do now is come to here and go linuxfromscratch.org. LFS. You're probably wondering why you can't see that. It's because I'm doing it on my own system as well. I'm not doing this side by side with my own system. I'm just pulling it up so I can see it here as well, so I don't have to be back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Right. So what I'm going to do is grab this, just quickly drop it here. Grab this. Grab the pop out the chat. Oops. Right. Drop. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so now that we have made Mr. Proper, first thing we're going to have to do is general setup. General. And compile the kernel with warnings as errors. That is disable that one. Auditing support. Where is auditing support? No. Auditing support. Auditing support. We want to disable that. CPU task time and what's which calls it. That's accounting. Pressure stall information tracking. Pressure stall information tracking. enabled. Require boot parameter to enable. That is set to that. Okay, so we can now go back. We want to enable kernel headers. Yes, enable kernel headers through syskernel k headers. I'll get the words out. That is disabled. So now we want control memory group, which should be here. Control group support. We want to enable memory controller. Where is memory controller? Right here. I was just being a bit dumb. And then go back, configure standard kernel features, expert user. That should be left alone. That should be right near down the bottom. Configure standard kernel features expert. We are going to leave that alone for now. We go back, we go processes type and features. We now want to do build a relocatable kernel, which should be somewhere. Bada bing, bada boom. Build a relocatable kernel if I can find it. Unless I've probably gone all the way past it already. I probably have. No, I haven't. Okay. Build a relocatable kernel and then randomize the address. So, done. Even though it's already enabled by default, we want to make sure that it's actually set. Just to err on the side of caution. So, general architecture dependent options. So where is general architecture dependent options? Stack protector buffer overflow detection. Try saying that one 3 times fast. Because I swore I just had an animal on these my legs. Okay, and then strong stack protector, which it is. Next one is networking support. Where is networking support? Networking support is here because I can. I will enable Batman, but this is mainly we're mainly just here for IPv6. Where is IPv6? Where are you? Which is enabled. And then I'm just going to leave that one alone, seeing it is enabled. If I can find Batman, we will enable Batman. I will enable Batman. I will enable the Batman meshing protocol as a core part of the kernel instead of just a module, because it's funny and I can do so. Okay, now that we've done that, we want to go to device drivers. Generic driver support, generic driver options, even. Support view event helper is off, which is what we want. Maintain dev temperfest file system mounted at dev, which it is, and then auto mount dev temperfest, which is enabled, which it is. Good. Okay. Now that we've done that, we can then go to firmware loader. Which will be somewhere. There's firmware drivers, which is not firmware loader. Let's go find the firmware loader. I do not want InfiniBand on this one this time. Where the hell is the firmware loader? Android, yes, there are Android features. We can do that. Hardware FPGA. I've probably had it dumb and scrolled straight past it, haven't I? Okay, so firmware loader is under generic driver options. Oops. I was right, I went straight past it. Oopsies. And then firmware loading facility, which is this one, and then enable sys fallback firm, which is disabled, which is what we want. So go back, firmware drivers, export DMI identification via SysFS, which is enabled, which is what we want. So go back. We now want graphics support. Where can we find instead? Graphics support. Diddly-dee, diddly-dee. Where is my graphics support? Where is there? It is. There's my graphics support. Frame buffer drivers. Oh my god, we need this. frame buffer driver devices enable as core part kernel, and then enable, what is it, support for frame buffer devices. And then we go back, frame buffer console support, boot up logo, yes. Yeah, so we see the penguin, which I like. Console, where is delete console drive support? Okay, so I need to go back down to frame buffer console. Apparently, this one just saw Epson. Yeah, I did. Yeah, see, so there's the 3DFX Voodoo support. So I find that hilarious. There's e-ink metronome controller support. Simple frame buffer support. We will enable that as a core function of the kernel instead of just a module, because that's a good thing to have. File systems. So we need to notify support for user space, which is somewhere. iNotify, there we go. That's that. Now we need to do sudo file systems, which will be near the top. It should be near the top, because it's a menu option. Sudo file systems, not. Temperfest virtual memory file control system, which is there. And then POSIX, which is also enabled. Now that we've done that, because we're building on a system 64-bit, yes, 64-bit system. What I need to do is enable X2 APIC. So to do that, we have to do that in a certain order. First things first, config PC IMSI. So to do that, we go exit to here. PC MSI is under device drivers, which will be near the top. Device drivers. And then PCI support, which is here. And then it comes under message signals interrupt. If I can find it, that would be nice. Message signals interrupt, which is enabled. Yeah, it tends to be. This is just the kernel options. This is just the kernel configuration. But we've got message signals interrupt. Now we need to do IRQ remap, which means we go back. We now need to find IOMMU support, which is, where is IOMMU? Near the bottom. Hello, Joseph. No, I don't want to be playing with your toy right now, buddy. I'm busy. But yes, I will absolutely pay attention to you if you get within reach. Well, you've gone away, so I can't. Now that we've done that, we need to enable support for interrupt remapping, which was not previously there. Now that we've enabled it, we can now go to support X2 APIC and process type and features. We go up to here, process type and features, X2 APIC. And now we are done. Yeah, we're now done. So what we now need to do is we have, I wish to save the new right, so we have a little tradition that we partake in every time we build a kernel with Linux. And that is, we have to listen to the same song from Slipknot. It is Neo Forte. Oh, that's not fun. So time make minus J30. So this is the making of the kernel. We listen to the same song every single time from Slipknot. And I gotta wait for the advert on this video. Yeah, it's definitely not supposed to happen, mate. Right. Done. We start. So here we are, actually making the kernel. So let's hope. We listen to the same song every single time we compile the Linux kernel. The song is Nero Forte by Slipknot. Always have done, always will. Oh, but of course, Peter. What else? Because of course. Ah, that is an oops. Let's see how well the system's doing with temperature, shall we? Oh, it's only doing 62 degrees Celsius. It's not bad at all. .62 degrees Celsius, considering the fact that all cores is not bad. Oh no, this is just going through it. We're nearly done actually, because I've just seen the done. I've just compiled the entire. Had I used one core, it would have taken me 44 minutes, but it only took me 2 minutes 5 seconds. This is why I love the CPU. It's just excellent. Yes, it took me 2 minutes 5 seconds to compile the entire kernel. We do need to make modules install. There's the additional modules. Because we didn't decide to do a separate boot partition, although we did, so I need to do. Oh, that's fine, so we don't need to worry about it. Right, so I need to do copy -iv arch /x86 / I need to move the boot image, which is bz image, to /boot /vm linux linuz -6.4.12 -lfs lfs -12.0 systemd. Copy -iv system.map to /boot /system.map -6.4.12. Copy -iv.config to /boot /config -6.4.12. Copy -r documentation -t /user share doc linux -6.4.12. Okay, so Now for the multi-load order, this is just there for something. Right. Okay, now that we've done that, how to using grub set up the boot process. So, in an emergency, what I will do is I'll make another snapshot. Working from September. Lemon time. Still working. Oh no, we're nearly done. We're just setting up the boot. We're just setting up the boot options. That's it. Once we've fixed grubs, we're just done. You got the lucky end of it. You didn't have to sit through the literal months of my time. I spent months doing this. I really have. Like, I wish I could say I was exaggerating, but I have actually spent months playing with Linux from scratch, as everyone who has enjoyed the torture with me knows. Grub install /dev/SDA. It is SDA, isn't it? No, it's VDA. Installation good, no error. Right, okay. What I'm gonna have to do is change this to VDA and hope this works. Oh, I'm just using Vert Manager. It's basically just a QEMU hypervisor. And this is it. So that's the release. We can change everything here that we want to. So distribution code name. Distribution ID is going to be kernel panic from scratch. Panic from scratch. Distribution code name. Kernel panic from scratch. Oh, I am using Vert Manager. It's basically just a hypervisor for QEMU. And then diddly dee. ID name is going to be kernel panic from scratch. Pretty name. Pretty name. Version code name kernel panic from scratch. We don't care about getting counted. So first things we need to do is do log out, and then unmount everything. Do that. Unmount the LFS system itself. Next. Oh, Peter, I may have done a dumb. I'm gonna have to remount this. We're gonna reboot the system first. So what I've done is the thing that I should do every single time. is I have forgotten to I forgot wget. Okay, so F10. Oh, not this again. Yeah, this happens from time to time. This is why we create snapshots of virtual machines for. Why we create the snapshots. And we will go back to lemon time. I forgot wget. Without wget, I can't download anything at all because a Linux from scratch system does not have the capability to download anything. Yeah, the first working system I did, I forgot about wget. Literally, there was no wget at all. What I'm going to do is, whilst I'm still here, I'm going to get wget. Because I'm... we remember the fun. We remember having to do this without wget. Yeah, pretty much. Read online. wget. Without wget, it's useless. And wget requires make ca, and make ca requires p11kt, and then built after libtasn, which for libtasn. Okay, good. So so first things first, we need to come to here, do this, and we need to wget that. Come on. Thank you. Wget this. Wget this. And then wget. Yeah. Wget the wget. So now that we've got everything, it's just a matter of moving it from one place to another. So ls mv lib make p11 wget 2. Let's try that again. So mv lib make p11 wget 2 lfs/sources. And if I do ls, good. Leave the directory. tar-xp libtasn. If I remember correctly, libtasn goes first. It does. Okay. cd libtasn. We've also got to figure out what's going on with grub. I think it's expecting a boot in I'll need to, I'm gonna have to do this by UUID again, aren't I? Probably. Oh yeah, because I put the virtual machine back, it turned the sound back on every single bloody time. I don't know why it does that. That's annoying as hell. Make install. if it did not pass that, no, we're not going to install API documentation. So leave the directory, remove the directory, lib tasn p11kt, p11kit. So -xvf p11, yeah, oh yeah, just p11, cd p11. That replaces things. Some of this is not going to work straight off the bat because it requires the internet to do so, and because networked D does not launch without PID1. Some of this will not work. It's just going to go, so it is expected that some of this is just going to go, I don't know how to work. But that only happens with makeCA and wget, because makeCA is the certificates and wget pulls from makeCA. So we have to reinstall wget after we've got wget to get the certificates. The fun. Leave the directory again. Sources rm-rf p11kt kit. Make CA tar-xvf make CA 1.12 cd make CA 1.12, and then bada bing, various certificates. Some of this is going to have issues because it can't talk to the internet, which is actually expected. Unable to get revision from server, we expected that one. And then, yeah, we were expecting errors, so this is fine. You can actually download things using wget without certificates. However, it's just recommended that you don't because it's a security risk. And then leave the directory, remove the directory, make CA tar-xvf wget, which 1.12, cd wget 1.12, 1.21. I will get my words correct eventually. Right, so and then we're going to do time make -j30. It's just knowing how to stick it all together, basically what it is. And then it's install, and then bada bing, we've got the ability to download things from the internet after the fact, which is exactly what we want, which is good. Right, come on, hurry up. Now we're gonna have to go fix the fs tab file, aren't we? So I'm make install. Yes. Leave directory, remove directory. Okay, so we now have. Did I make install? Please tell me I made install. I did, thank God. Right, okay, we are going to have to figure out where okay. Grub install /dev/vda. Install finished, no error. Okay. So first things first is this should be ext4. ext4, and then we're going to change it to 00. And then VDA, enter. We're about to find out if I messed it up or not. Actually, go back. Um, block ID. Must be okay. Yeah, okay, so, remove slash boot. Oh my. That's the issues I was having. I am a silly goose. CD grub. Right, so it's, what's it, grub.cfg? Yeah, okay, so vim grub.cfg. Please bear with me whilst I have a dumb. What else I'm gonna do is I am actually gonna go where my LSBLK-O UUID. Well, thank you. Many people have said that. I'm always glad I can help. So I need to find my FS tab file. Before we continue any further. My FS tab file is etc. So cd /etc. cd FS tab. Well, vim FS tab. So what we've got here is we need to change some things. So is that you, Pancake Sparkle? It is, isn't it? Hello, Pancake Sparkle. Yes, a classic day of messing around with the FS tab file. Yay. Right, okay, so VDA1 being boot. So paste /boot. If I remember correctly, I set this up using VDA ext2 1 and then 1 because I can't remember the other way around. Oh, defaults. One and then 1. I am in the AEDT time zone. Currently, I am not from Melbourne. I'm originally from the UK, but I'm living in Australia. Block ID. Okay, so I was correct doing block ID for ext2 for that. That's correct. So we go back to FS tab. So I should probably clean this up a bit so it looks correct. It looks nicer, should I say? ext2, and then swap. Grab my swap UUID equals. I'm down here. There's my swap. And then drag that to there. that to there, and then slash boot, and that's the final one, which is ext2 or video2, even not ext2, and that will be ext4. Ooh. Done. Yeah, that's reasonable. Terminally terminal. There we go. Yeah, I'm really not feeling well. Fun, right? Okay, now that we've finally finished messing around with the FS tab, go forward. Go forward. If you use a separate boot partition, remove boot from the line above. At the root line, so the boot point the boot partition, so root. I'm gonna have to find that one out actually. Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, this is why I hate Ubuntu. All of these bloody loops. No reason, there's no need for it. Right, okay, so with search set root fsuid. Okay, what? Hot one. Yeah, replace set root hxd with search set root. Okay, we're just gonna leave this be for now. We have done the best that we can. We will fix these errors. Fuck it, we will do it live type errors. Video. Done. Okay, so we replace, remove that. Remove that. We scroll up, we find boot. Root is correct because insert, yeah. INS mod, if we can find the fast all UIDs. And and then done. So now we make another snapshot. Just err on the side of caution. Lemon time. Oh, okay. So the chat just massively updates. So let's have a see. Deb Ian. Hello, Azura Mazda. Hope you, Ahura Mazda. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's all tubes. Yes. Moment of truth, ladies. Okay, so, lemon fresh. We'll call it lemon fresh. Lemon fresh. Before restart. After boot settings. Boot setup. Watch this fall flat on its face, and I have to spend the next hour. Lemon fresh. You see my lemons? I warm my lemons. So, come on, hurry up. words be very hard today. So hopefully, if this goes to plan, and I really hope it does, we will have another kernel panic from scratch operating system in the wild. Oh, I do enjoy myself as an Opera GX. The main reason why I use it is it lets me type with the clicky clacky sounds. I enjoy that. Right. So rebooting the system. Okay, so log out. Unmount everything. Done, and then one, two, three. I need to come to here, and then come to VirtIO SATA and go clean, apply, come back to here, full screen, enter. Well, I told you to reboot, you Hobold Cobden. I spoke too soon, didn't I? I know what I did wrong. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Lemon Fresh, come back, please. Please come back, Lemon Fresh. Yeah, I know what I did wrong is I changed... We haven't reached the point of kernel panic yet. We haven't got to kernel panic. That's fine. The poll's still active. You can still change your mind on the poll. So if you enjoy me torturing myself, maybe consider subscribing to the channel where you get to see this every week. Right, CD... Oh, hang on, what is it? It's... boot. Oh, I didn't know that. CD grub vim grub.cfg. I should leave that too. And obviously change this, because that should be VDA2, not SDA2. Right, quit. Okay, the end. Let's try this again. So, log out. Unmount everything. And now just reboot and try again. Hello, Silverez. Welcome along. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Please don't question how many times we've rebooted this one. It's fine. I promise it's fine. Oh, it's doing this again. I can't remember what I did to fix that the first time round. I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember what I did to fix this first time round. Screw it. Lemon Fresh, come here, please. Lemon Fresh, I need you. This has happened multiple times now. It really has. The amount of times that this is broken because I have done something. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to mess around with you UIDs. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix that. So it's going to be /dev/VDA3 /dev/VDA2 /dev/VDA1. Well, I'm glad it's keeping you awake, my friend. Because now, hopefully, and I do mean hopefully, we can be done. Hopefully, this is fine. Because I'm pretty sure Lemon Fresh is getting tired of being used constantly. Right. I need to... Oh, it does that. I need to go back to cd/boot cd grub vim grub.cfg. Need to change that back to 2. Back to 2. Change that to VDA. Someone did make a good comment. You made a good comment, Silverus. You made a very good comment there, Silverus, actually. I remember having to do this before. Dev, no. Mount. Process. We'll deal with that later if it comes to it. But that's a very good comment, Silverus. Right. Okay. Next. No, I'm in Australia, not the UK. We've already done... Oh, yeah, I need to do that again. I'll change this later. I just need to get this all in. It's just going to be coming up as your name now. I'm not doing... Right, okay, so. Log out. Unmount everything, including the will to live. I don't have the will to live. I just have the container it came in instead. Okay. That's weird. Oh my god. Like I said, I don't have the container. My sanity, I don't have my sanity, I just have the container it came in. Like I said, not the container it came in. So what I'm going to have to do is we're not reloading the virtual machine. We are having to do things the most awkward way around that we have to. Boot options, enable boot menu. Apply. Okay. Force off. Yes. Back here. On. Here. Escape. DVD. Actually, silver is, yes, I can. I will do that once we're done with this. I do remember the old. Just try. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have a look. Yeah, we're also going to change the resolution of this because this sucks ass. Thank you. For my 1080p back. Thank you. Maximum pixels. Right. This is what I hate. It's here. It's actually here. Oh. It is genuinely just my luck. It really is. So, people who have watched in the past know exactly what I'm about to do. Because I've had to do it multiple times. MV-R grub to slash media slash Ubuntu rootfs boot. So sudo mv config system map vmlins 2 slash media slash Ubuntu slash rootfs slash boot. What do you mean? It'd help if I could spell Ubuntu correctly, wouldn't it? Ubuntu. I just did it dumb. Copy config system map vmlins and grub 2 slash media slash Ubuntu slash boot sudo copy grub 2 slash media slash Ubuntu slash boot. And now we restart. Yeah, it's called being sick with COVID. My throat feels like someone's been fucking it with a sandpaper dildo. I mean, what? Did I say that out loud? Why are we here? Just to suffer. Oh my god. Why are we here? Just to suffer. F2 command line. Right. Grub. ls. Hang on a minute.
Hold on a second. Which one of these is in my boot partition? War. War never changes. You know what I've just realised? In that... I've just realised... I can't change it here, can I? It's fine, reboot. Got an idea. I've got an idea. Because what Grub is looking for is HD 0, 0. There is no HD 0, 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to test it out with HD 0 and nothing else. And then if that works, we'll be golden. But no, not the config, that's just that. This, it's looking for that. Sudo nano grub.cfg. So I'm just going to change the root to 0. Both here and also in the other one. It's just because it's easy to do this with. Rebot. Yes, I would like to rebot my system. Oh, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Right, so. I don't know them. Let's give it a check then. We'll give that a try. I mean, frankly, if I don't keep trying it, we're not going to find out. And the stream's only got another half hour left on it. Because that's the that's one of the root shows. As in the root point. Because HD 0 didn't work and HD 02 doesn't work. We are praying indeed, Mazda, Ahura Mazda. You know what I'm thinking? And it's probably a really stupid thing. but it's probably going to work considering it's me. Where the hell's my FS-tab file gone? FS-tab. Just removing the boot. Every time I've had an issue with this, I've just removed boot and it's worked. You know what? We're going to do that. Oh, just give me a bloody terminal. Nano. FS-tab. Sudo nano FS-tab. Oh my god, it's doing the weird. Oh, I hate that. cd/ubuntu. I want to do nano/etc/fs-tab. Why? What? No, so, do the hyphen I. cd/media cd ubuntu cd etc cd rootfs. Good. Nano FS-tab. Oh my god, that took so much longer than it should have done. Let's try this again. We're all just here to watch me talk to myself for now, so. Okay. I mean, I could have done, but also at the same time, just prevent it from, like, getting rid of it entirely. I'm stubborn, but also at the same time, I have known things to break just by me doing things like that. Okay. What the hell's that proc directory? You know, that's what we'll do. You got a good point there, bypassing that. Yeah, okay, so I need to... C reboot. Escape. Yes, Peter. Whitelist, my friend. I would whitelist it. Silence the Ubuntu starting noise because I will throttle it. I mean, say very nice things to it. Right. He is Dutchman. He comes from a land of windmills. Okay, other locations. Boot FS, open in terminal. -I. cd/media/ubuntu. cd boot. cd config? No. No, cd grub. Nanogrub.cfg. MS-DOS 1. Yeah, MS-DOS 1. Because what I now need to do is do this. cd ubuntu. cd rootfs? Yes, rootfs. Do the same there. So cd grub. cd boot. cd grub. Nano. grub.cfg. And then change this to MS-DOS as well. Just err on the side of caution. MS-DOS 01. Was it 01? Or am I being stupid? Is it MS-DOS 1, not 01? Attempt number redacted. Yay. That is also a potential. Invalid file name. It's entirely possible to put in file name wrong. So let's give that a try. Also set. Yes. Escape 1. So label boot, rootfs, and hold on. Oh, look at. Look at. I had a cat come bump my leg. Yeah, so my swap isn't detected. Doesn't know what the file system swap is. Hello, Pip. Boot's here, rootfs is here. MS-DOS 3 is the swap, but no known file system detected. It would show up as swap. Yes, that's my. Yes, hello, Pip. That is my microphone arm and my keyboard you're standing on. Goodbye, Pip. I was just visited by a cat. The cat said hello. So. Reboot. Let's go remove swap. I have 19 minutes to get this sorted out because I put 3 hours to these Linux from scratch streams, because anything more than that, anything more than 3 hours at a time of Linux from scratch, I start to want to rip my teeth out. And it is soon to be 11 AM here, and I need to go eat. That is a good idea, Ahura. That is actually a good idea. Hang on. What about the fact you know what I'm thinking? Yes, Pip. Hello, darling. How can I help you? Right. I'm just going to share the entire screen, because I'm about to go on a little mad rambly rant. So, here is one I made earlier. It doesn't boot because it's having an issue with the journal. I don't know why. However, if I do a quick force reset. Yes. I get that far. So, in theory, I do mean theory, shouldn't I just be able to, oh, I don't know, force reset, yes, E, no, reboot, let's go. I forgot, I need to turn on the boot menu, enable that, click apply, click OK, come here, load this up, click apply, click yes, force off, yes, force on, escape, 2, so my dumb theory is, and I do mean a dumb theory, shouldn't I just be able to see the differences between the two and find out what's the differences and then fix it? Am I just being incredibly stupid? I might probably be just incredibly stupid. I probably am just being incredibly stupid knowing me, but I want to make sure I'm not being overly stupid. Okay. Right. Boot. Okay. Config. No, I don't want the config. I want grub.cfg, grub.cfg. Right. Okay, that's what we do. Close out saving. Open in terminal. Sudo nano grub.cfg. cfg. hd 2 slash boot slash newt slash boot. Enter. Enter. Reboot. Escape. 1. Enter. Excuse me whilst I just go have an extremely I'm just gonna go place my face into the keyboard now. You know why? You know what I've just realized? I've been editing the wrong fucking boot file this entire time. I've been editing the wrong boot information this entire time. Because I saw something. I saved the right hand side screen. So it's slash boot. And that was it. But that wasn't there. So what it's doing is it's pulling from the other partition. It's pulling from root. No, it's not. It's not pulling from root. Pulling from boot. Sudo nano run.cfg. Let's start crying. Slash boot slash. Okay. So, let's see if this fixes it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Oh my god, thank God. And it didn't kernel panic. Oh my god. If you've been enjoying the past 2 hours 50 minutes, maybe consider subscribing, where you can get to see this every week and you get a little reminder. Or maybe consider becoming a channel member, where you get to early access to videos and a little badge next to your name that says, "I'm better than you because I help the angry internet man do stupid things." I now need to sort out internet internet access. Oh my god. Oh god, where is it? Oh, I can't remember where it. Oh, it's CDSys, isn't it? CD devices. I'm having a brain melt. Yeah, I'm having a brain melt at the minute. Where should my networking? Pipe. Grab network. Thank you, Peter. I was having a moment. VirIO.net.device, where I would like to know where you are. System ETL status SystemD network dot service. If it's running, why doesn't it have an IP address? I want to know whether. Oh. I mean, it's running. So, yeah, I don't know. Right. Hang on. Network is unreachable. That is correct. I thought I'd just check that. I've got to try and remember this now, don't I? Yeah, I do. So, ls-la. So, cd. It does. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Peter. I was just having a moment and just can't remember, and having COVID is not fun at the same time. Network, yeah, network.conf. So, vim networks.conf. Right, okay, I do. Feed meter, no. Wrong one. Never mind, it was right. What was it? Cat 10. That's why it's not working, it's because it doesn't have a bloody name. Well, I need to get it working so I can replace it with something like System Network Manager. Cat 99. Okay, CD 10. Vim 10. Yes, so small problem. It doesn't have a name, and I don't know what to give it to. There is one there. I can tell that virtual machine to go off itself because it's not needed anymore. Oh yes. Before I progress any further at all, we are saving the virtual machine. Right. Lemony. Oreo. I'm calling it Oreo because I had mini Oreos. This is working. Do not break it, you ball of electrified. Yeah, I used Debian. Right, okay. It's not, but I don't care at this point. I really don't care. VirtIO, that's correct. No, we'll just go with now. So yeah, it does have an IP address on. Boot. Yes. We'll go with E1000D. Ready? Second time, it boots. Nice. It wasn't a fluke. Okay, so cd/etc/systemd. Well, hasn't it? I know it still doesn't have a name. That's the weird thing. Hang on, let me go check some documentation. Have I done? I've probably done it stupid. I know this, but there is no maybe about it. I have done a stupid somewhere. I just haven't figured out where I've done the stupid. Where have I done the stupid? Right. Okay. Yeah, that's probably going to be safer option. I'm just checking Linux from scratch documentation once again, just to be 100% sure. I mean, it's called ETH0 anyway. Vim 10. Network name. ETH0. Trying to quit. Where is it? Trying to find some documentation, but I can't. Right. IPA. systemctl status. Yeah. What am I doing? I can just keep going until I find it. Is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. This system sheet. Yeah. Haha. Oh, hello. So link up. So now do IPA. So if I now do ping 1.1.1.1, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And huzzah, we have a working interface. And all it took was a quick little change and a whoopty, and we're now working. But we are now going to end the poll. 17 votes, 59 towards the yes, 59% towards yes, 49% towards the no. Total of 17 votes for that poll. But as promised, it is now midnight in the UK. It is 11 AM here, and this is where we're going to be calling this stream. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming along on the ride and enjoying the torture with me. This has been something. It really has been. We now have a functional operating system, and we will continue this next Saturday. So I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you liked the stream, maybe consider hitting the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike button. They both seem to work. You can only see one of them. Remember, when you use Linux, don't panic. I hope you have a good day, good evening, good night, good whatever it is, wherever you are. And goodbye.